Execration, a very critical match here at Week 5, Day 3.
So I was thinking, well, PNK just off the bat removed from both of these teams. Even with the uncertainty of how to play the hero, teams still don't want to play against the hero.
That's true. The low win rate. I mean, what is going on? Low win rate, Popol and Koopa always gets banned out. I feel like they're overestimating this hero too much, but maybe, hear me out, I think Execration, they just don't want to be caught off guard. Because yesterday I saw a Popol and Koopa game, it really did change my mind about the hero despite the very, very low success rate of that hero, right? So, at Execration, true to the form, like we talked about earlier, is going for that lane. 48% win rate, very highly contested overall by all of our teams today. I feel like this is starting to look like a really classic Execration combination, right?
And I like how they started their draft with the Kaja as well, because Kaja is a hero that is quite annoying to deal with as a lane. So you prepare, you ready yourself, just good early drafting here from Execration.
Absolutely. The only thing I hate about that is it's gonna go to Chaknu, obviously. Chaknu gonna go stick with the Kaja. I don't like Chaknu not going on a super tanky hero, to be honest. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, well, he does have that insanity. Yeah, that was all I was gonna say. Chaknu is all about his insanity. That works against or for Execration. That was basically my statement.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with both of you right here, but it's the, like what we said, versatility in terms of the roles here, and I think for Execration, let's say this is pretty interesting because you both did say that you don't like Chaknu not being a solid tank, right? But for the past few days, him using the Kaja, we're seeing the prowess of Chaknu using this one. So I think this is more on, really honing the support abilities of Chaknu even all the more. So looking here though at the final bans for the Execration is the Angela and the Farsa. So the Farsa for the side of
Your team is picking.
Absolutely fair though. I like the Natalia pick again. Kinda just makes Hate's life here a little bit difficult on the lane. On the other side though, we were talking about the Claw. This is one of the few marks that will go through. I feel like Execration has a great lineup to deal with it, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely.
So far.
They have that pick-up potential with the Kaja and the Cho, and obviously Ling will be with the cleanup. And are we actually gonna see a Roger here? Oh, we're not. I wanted to see a Roger.
A lot of people on the chat would have been so happy. Oh man, that is so sad. Anyway, Esmeralda get locked in here.
Yeah, I mean, guys, we've already had this settlement wherein Execration can really pull off some plays even without the marksman role. And of course, to complement all of that, they really go for their go-to usually is the Esmeralda pick, aided with, let's say, another sturdier tank like the Cupra. So it's a standard draft for the side of Execration right here. If ever so, they're not gonna pick themselves up a more ranged type of heroes. But for the side of Geek Fan, I'm interested really on this Natalia on how
we will see him. We will see Reptar in action. But for now, you're gonna have to make do with me as we are gonna be heading into the game. It's Execration versus Geek Fam PH. Now, here's the thing. Geek Fam PH, they are in the verge of being eliminated from the playoffs, and they absolutely need, it's an absolute need for them to win against Execration. I think a 2-0 would be the best, but they have to make do with 2-1. If they can't do that, that is not going to be a great task. That's not going to be easy, because this is Execration, a team that has been in the top. Now, Execration in the middle, they are pressuring this this lineup from Geek Fam PH that focuses on Curtizi having the veteran hunter with the Claude. So this is a little bit of strategy that teams are now employing. They started with, I think we started with Brenny Sports doing this veteran hunter on the cloud. Now Kurt Easy is going to be controlling it. Geek Fan PH, what I don't like about what they have been doing in the previous days is that they are using Hellkurt so much, and we know that it is not the best in terms of like your options in the side lanes. Definitely you want to go for like Thams or something really arenas, but when it is constantly banned against you, obviously you want to explore more options, and they opted for the Hellkurt. Well, don't get me wrong, I think Exort or the rest of the team, I mean Curtizy or Exort, can use this up to very high skill level, but unfortunately the hero is just not the best. Now Jackno want to go for the call this time, initiation, but the silence from the Hellkurt stops Hate from taking down Curtizy. Curtizy able to run away from the Tempest of Blades, able to run out. Unfortunately though, he will be chased down by the Cho, Etomax as well as Zapdo combining for this. The way of the dragon committed out to Natalia, and they might kill CKTD. Dashing away, they will actually give it to Hate, channeling the Hate this time. That was so smart from Execration, not killing off the Natalia and giving it to Hate, who dons now the bounty hunter on this lane. Now Etomax, fresh Divine Judgment out of a level 4, and they take out the kill onto Why Not. 7,000 in the bank for Execration. Really good start for the team. The problem up top, Exort being forced to use the Dark Nightfall. It's a team fight tool that you don't want to use. Chaknu initiating onto Curtis. He cannot be hit by out because of the bouncing ball, and the kill will be there for Chaknu. Amazingly done. Etomax will try to help this. Doesn't need him, but of course takes away the attention away from Chaknu, and that is a bad sign. Now onto the bottom, they want to go for the Esmeralda. Finally, tough break for Geek Fan Beach. Finally catching a break this time in this game. But that kill onto the Cloud from Chaknu, that's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt their economy, their morale in this game. Geek Fan PH really finding it hard. This is the problem you have when you're having the veteran hunter, the jungle emblem. Now another kill might be in place, but fortunately for Geek Fan PH, Exort is able to run away. Does have to use, he did have to use the Petrify, and then the jump away just to get away, which means that Geek Fan PH, again, 80 seconds without this valuable battle spell. They will have to make do without another teamfight tool that they don't have. Here we go, onto the middle. Chakno just doing Chakno things, just trying to zone out Why Not or any member of the team. Look at this. You see the Tyrant's Rage actually to snatch. I don't know if he was able to snatch that grab coin, but if he did, man, Chakno really making it work. Now they want to snag Why Not and be able to do so. Alright, so the crab coin will not be stolen by Chakno, but that also meant that Exort will have to go back to base once again just to heal up. And the supports of Execration, Etomax and Chakno just doing so much in the map. What they're doing right now is to stop Geek Fan PH from getting the farm. And it seems like Geek Fan PH are really scrambling to get anything in this map. The first turret falls. And actually that's the second one. Going in favor of Execration. I'm going to go for Zapdo. Zapdo, can you run away? No. Nice juggle of stuns coming out from Geek Fan PH. Onto the bottom though, Hate is going to be using the ultimate, and Exort goes down. That's Elgar down for the count, even after using the ultimate. Geek Fan PH, even after getting the kill to Zapnu, they will lose one member. Not looking that good for the side of Geek Fan PH, as they will lose the economy. I think Chakno is looking to go for the blade armor, and if he does get it with 3 leather jerkins now to his name, this means that if he does get the blade armor, this gets really bad for this Curtizy Claude. Will really suffer. Nice dodge from Why Not, but he still will be losing his turret. There it is. The blade armor up and available for Chakno very early in this game, and this is also helps them counteract the Curtizy Claude. They want to go forwards. They want to go and pressure this top lane, able to push the top turret. The Grok will have to back down actually, even with just about 20% health down. He just straight up recall back to base. And Cartesia and the gang, they obviously want to get as much farm onto the Claude. But with the map pressure that EXECRATION is building up this time, this Claude just can't catch a break. On the flip side though, it's hate as well as Benny Cutie just having so much options here in this game. On to EXECRATION side. Wanna go for the turtle, like Jackdo catches too, they jump it forward, there's the blazing going, but he's receiving so much damage, just giving the Claude down. Agile will be the exchange, but the Giant will be there for the positive trade. They're favoring EXECRATION, Exor trying his best to divert EXECRATION away from this push, but he will pay the price. Zabno takes it down, CKTD might go for the positive trade now for Geek Fan PH. Jackdo fired too late. Nevertheless, EXECRATION still is happy with what is happening. They get a turtle, they get 2 kills, they might even get the bottom lane. Why not? Able to stand his ground. Hate though with the dive, there's the wild charge just to get away, and Hate able to get away with the Tempest of Blades. The turret will fall. Why not? We'll be safe for now. CKTD wants to go for the exchange, but Benny Cutie makes sure that Hate is untouched in the bottom side of the map. EXECRATION really getting everything that I wanted in this game. 4 turrets down. Geek Fan PH is not finding the farm on Cartesia, who's now at 3 kills. Will be able to get his red buff. The veteran hunter in there. But the farm is just absolutely nothing from the Claude. Really finding it hard now. EXECRATION, just hiding around the bushes, making sure that the buffs will be in it. Well, at least they will be in control in terms of the buffs. Just wait and see what this entails. Look at this, 5.6k on the Claude and 6.7 thousand already for this Ling. Onto the top, there's gonna be the Dark Nightfall. Jackdo in a very bad spot, will be controlled and will be taken out. That's the Grok and the Kaja. I'm sorry, that's the Kufa and the Kaja, and a little bit of mistake there from Zab. Will be taken out one by one. EXECRATION falls. Is this Geek Fam? Geek Fam's break we are looking for without Benny Cutie in there, and the fact that EXECRATION went in one by one, that is when Geek Fam pounced. This is so good for their side. Benny Cutie, very questionable jump in there.
Soon.
And Retar, I can hear you, man. I can hear you.
Yeah,
alright, how you doing?
Maze's Jawhead kept me inside the Jawhead machine bot thing, so I couldn't leave. But it looks like we might get an attempt here by EXECRATION to try to turn things around. Etomax goes in, might be a little bit too deep, taking a lot of damage from the side of Geek Fam. Geek Fam retaliating. EXECRATION still having a hard time turning it around, but looks like they might actually do just that with 3 kills for them. 4 members. That's a wipeout. That's a triple. Oh my goodness! Just as I said it, EXECRATIon wiping Geek Fam, and looks like they might be able to turn it around as they take this Lord.
Geek Fam says, alright, we wiped them, they went in one by one. Hold my beer, I'm gonna show you how to do it as well, right? Geek Fam PH did exactly what EXECRATIon did as in terms of committing the mistake. However, you still have to give it to Geek Fam. I think that the reason why they were stopped by EXECRATIon was the fact that they were far too focused on taking out an inhibitor up top. But before that happens, it's gonna be Why Not trapped in a very bad spot. Cartesia trying his best to secure that buff. Actually was able to get it, so that's good for Geek Fam PH. As I've said, top lane, they were able to push the inhibitor, but in exchange for 5 euros and Lord. For Geek Fam PH, I think their mindset is it's okay to commit the trade. I think that they think that they can defend even with the Lord, and they'll take it in a positive way. It's a sacrifice that they had to make sure that they stay in this game.
Yeah, and the game isn't really that far at all. it just so happens that they lost one team fight really badly, but they can still turn things around. Their lead, the lead Execration has over them in terms of resources isn't that bad. So as long as they play this smartly and defend really smartly, they'll be able to keep this and stay in this game. See, right now they're just focusing on the Lord. You see Chakna trying to disrupt them. Benny Cutie is nearby. Let's see if they're gonna pounce. No, they're not. And Geek Fam, they're playing it really smart right now. They just have to keep doing it like this, but they also have to be careful not to over-rotate together, because if they do, they might just let one turn slip.
Oh, it looks like they will over-rotate this. That Joe is going to be taken out. There's the link. Already using the ultimate. What a wild charge from Why Not. That is a very good stop onto the Execration's push. The fact that they were able to stop the aggression from Execration and be able to defend their turrets, I think that's well done from Geek Fan PH. You're going to take that trade any time of the day.
Yep, and little victories like that will amount to bigger things. But that is not going to be a little victory. That's going to be a pretty big win there for Hate. If he can get away from this, it's going to be an even bigger win. Geek Fam might have overcommitted in this fight as a double kill, but Claude gets a kill on the Kaja. Will they be able to turn this around? No, it doesn't look like it. There's 3 members of Geek Fam out. Why Not's really low? Make that a shutdown now. They get Hate. That's a double kill for the Esmeralda. So it's just CKTD, that Natalia, that's left. And they might have overcommitted. The moment they saw Hate, they just looked like a bull that saw red. And they were like, oh, let's get him. Channel the Hate now. Let's channel a kill on Hate. But they weren't able to do that. And that's a loss that you don't want to take at this point in this game. Because you can't really give Execration anymore. They're going to try to get payback, but Execration smarter than that. They said, you know what, we're just going to keep continuing the pressure, we're just going to keep finding holes in your defense, and we're going to make you pay for it. Little by little, the more Geek Fam does this, the more this game will slip away from them.
Absolutely. You know what? They went for, I like your metaphor. I think that they did look like bulls running for the red flag. Unfortunately for Geek Fan PH, they suffered that loss. But you have to take note, they still are leading in terms of like the map pressure as they were able to push the top lane. That being said, the economy does not favor them. Now, the question is, will there be a time where this Claude will outfarm or outscale this Ling? He still is 1,000 gold behind the Ling, and this is like Ling time. 13 minutes in. This is still the power spike that we have for the Ling, but if you look, maybe 5 to 10 minutes from, I'm sorry, not 5 to 10, but 5 to 6 minutes, or 5 to 8 minutes from now, you're gonna see Geek Fan PH having the better scalability compared to Execration, and I think that is what Geek Fan is doing. The way, and this is just my judgment from them, the way they are moving, or the way they are reacting to what Execration does, it feels like they absolutely want to just defend, turtle it out, and wait for the late game. And maybe it is for the good. Geek Fan PH, they have this leader in Why Not, and Why Not knows the basic Volta knowledge. Gonna go for a kill, this big bonus. It uses the ultimate. They're gonna fight this. This is not really what you want. You might, Exort might die because, oh man, that was bad. Could have been really good for them, Reptar.
Yeah, but while all this is happening, it's Geek Fam that can actually might be able to take this Lord. It depends if they'll be able to buy themselves enough time. But here comes the rest of Execration. Who's gonna take the Lord? Ling gets a kill, but why not? Secures the Lord kill. That is what they need. As long as Geek Fam can get back from this, as long as Jawhead and Natalia can get back to base safely, they might be able to wait this out and might be able to buy themselves enough time to counter it. And they even get a shutdown there on Hate. That is what they needed. That is the small win that Geek Fam needed. With the Lord marching in the top lane, Execration now has to fall back on defense. That gives Natalia enough time to maybe roam around, maybe assist with pressuring just one lane a little bit more. But knowing Execration, they'll be able to cover it well enough. What a steal there by Why Not, and what an even better kill on the link by me.
No way, Execration was winning that. They were able to get a kill onto Exort. They took out Curtizi, the Retribution holder for Geek Fan PH, and they have all the licenses, all the permission to take that Lord. It's in their hands, and I don't know how Wynot did it, but man, that was amazingly done. And now you see, you felt Hate with his hatred out of the bottom lane, really diving in deep and was duly punished by May. I have to take note, some side comment, May was also part of Execration for MPL Season 4. And he says, okay, this is why I'm here and this is why you're there. Know your place, man. Don't do that to me. You don't do that to me.
Yeah, he might have channeled the hate just a little bit too much. And I feel like that why not steal on the Lord was really, it's him doing tag things. I could just hear Grok's voice like, Grok, stay, everyone leave, Grok has this. And Grok sacrificed himself to really make sure to secure that Lord steal, and it worked out in the end. And now, man, Geek Fan PH has turned this around. They were able to apply some pressure there in the bot lane now with their positioning. They really just cannot mess up a team fight again like they did earlier.
Yeah, not at all. So this is a reset, at least for Execution. That's how they feel this is like. All right, we didn't suffer any additional loss. This is a reset. We are still behind in terms of map control, but in terms of economy, we're a little bit behind. We have to take this slowly. Take the fights that only we can take, that we are in advantage of, and take, like this. Punish the fact that Geek Fan PH are separated around the map and get the pickups that we can, and take the fights thereafter. So this is what the approach should be for Execution. For Geek Fan PH, yeah, surely they can apply pressure in many parts of the map, but they should not get ahead of themselves. Do not overstep your bounds. Do not overly go for split pushes. Make sure that you don't die if you do try to go for split pushes, and take this game like methodically. Geek Fan PH though, what a jump from Jackdo, getting on the 2. That's Exort down for the count. And immediately Geek Fan PH says, okay, let's disperse Natalia, pressure the bottom lane. We cannot win this fight anymore. But why not, bro? This is not good, Reptar. I think that Geek Fan PH should not be fighting at all. What do you think, Reptar?
Yeah, they really should have. They can't handle a team fight at this moment. Don't forget that the Execration does have a Kaja on their side. One really good Divine Judgment in the team fight, and you're pretty much done for. Because at this point, the economy doesn't matter now. Everyone has their items. Everyone deals the damage that they want to deal. Everyone's item locked. So you really just have to play it out carefully. But Jackdo going straight into the wind, but it looks like it's going to pay off perfectly. They get a kill there on May. Why not providing the space now? And Execration played it really smartly. It really looked like a good tower dive for them, but looks like they kept going at it. Curtizi now might be caught off in the wrong place because he's taking down a lot of damage, but here comes the Hellcurt to try to burst down Itamas. Itamas does have immortality up. Geek Fan PH applying the pressure for 2 members of Execration. Jackdo and Itamas, will they be able to get away from this? That is the question. Why not? The wild charge doesn't deal enough damage to finish off Itamas, so Itamas is able to get away from this. So Geek Fan PH not able to get payback for the loss that they took. May gets taken out in that team fight there, but they could have lost more. So I feel like that's a small emotional, spiritual win, I guess, for Geek Fam. Not losing more than they could have, but with the Lord up, how are they going to play this again? Will they do what they did earlier, which was actually a stroke of genius, which was the Hellcurt and the Natalia, I forgot. 2 members of Geek Fam actually split push, drew the attention of Ling, and another member of just Ling, and that just bought Geek Fam enough time to steal the Lord. Why not getting pressured right now by members of Execration?
Really scary thought there for Execration, as why not actually catch the attention of 3 members of Execration and somebody else pushes now. They know that they have isolated this one. This guy doesn't have an immortality and he will be taken out. Now Jackno, what for retaliation in there? There's the ultimate from Zapno. We have the Dragon going to be committed in combination with the Flicker. It's going to be a 1-for-1. Itomax in exchange from May. Execration might be happier with this trade as they have gotten the more valuable trade. Okay, I did not. Okay, that wasn't a stolen buff. I think that he tried to go for the flame shot steal. Unfortunately, wasn't able to connect it. Now the Lord, Reptar, who's gonna take it? It's really close, but top lane though. I think this is the far better kill. I mean, Jackdo is chasing people on the right side, but onto the top side, that's Zapno. Trailing in terms of HP, will be chased by Curtizi, slowed down, gonna be gunned down as well, and there's the kill. Natalia to take the last hit. Geek Fan PH, they are now in a man advantage.
That's what we... oh my goodness, Jackno, what an entry from out of nowhere! What a pick-off, able to catch off Exord with the Tyrant's Revenge. Here comes Why Not, though. Will they be able to get away from this? Geek Fam with the response. Will they be able to trade the kill? Chaknu taking a lot of damage, but here comes the help from Execration. Why Not is now in a delicate spot here. Geek Fam trying to turn this around. Kurt Deasy blazing to win, probably looking for the perfect opportunity, but that's going to be a monster kill for the Esmeralda. Why Not gets taken out. Itumax gets taken out, and Zapnu still trying to respawn back into the action. Geek Fam PH, at least they're recovering, at least they're getting trades, but CKTD with a good pickup. Kurt Deasy can't deal enough damage to take them out. That's a blazing to win. QT and Chaknu, dangerous spot. Here comes May from out of nowhere. There's going to be a shutdown on the Esmeralda. Chaknu taking a lot of damage, and Kurt Deasy able to take him out. Immortality won't save you there. Hate though, channel the hate, feel the hate. Can hate capitalize on this because he Execration. Zapnu's back from the dead. You thought he was out, but he is back for the count. But wait, there's no minions. There's no minions, but hate is definitely there to save it. But in the middle lane, Zapnu, just when he got back, he gets taken out by the two assassins of Execration, of Geek Fam, I mean, CKTD and Exort. That might have saved the game for Geek Fam PH because they just took down the Lord. They have 4 members. They have the advantage in terms of the respawn timers because Curtis is going to be back in like around almost like 15 seconds or so. Zapnu has like 10 to 15 seconds above that. So Geek Fam PH might just secure this game number 1. If they play their cards right here, this might even be just one more team fight, and this is the end of the game.
My goodness, Reptar. That chaotic fight that happened, it's as if it's a showdown. Alright, get ready for the next battle. Here comes a new challenger.
Yes.
Round 1 fight. That's exactly what happened. There's a lot of rounds that happen in that exchange and the chaos. It favored Geek Fam page because they were able to take the Lord for themselves, and the fact that the lane was already shoved on top because of the big minions that's already going there since the inhibitor turret is already down. This is exactly what you get in terms of advantage when you do push an inhibitor turret early on. Like, the fight would have been totally different if Execration's mind was not on defending their base, because they had to like port back one hero back, and they really give their chances in winning that fight. And Geek Fam PH, after winning that chaotic fight, took out the Lord so easily, so freely. But it seems like Execration still not backing down. They're able to defend. Even with the Lord in there, Geek Fam PH respects the fact that Execration can turn the tables around. So this game is still ongoing, still very close.
Very close indeed, and you really have to commend Geek Fam's defense here all the time that they were pressured, because what we saw was the top lane turret still wasn't taken out. So I feel like for the longest time, Execration's goal was, okay, let's break one of the third tier turrets so that we can even it out and have a better advantage. But now, at this point, hold that thought, looks like we're gonna get a full-on team fight. Will it be the final one? Because Geek Fam Execration, they're just pouring everything in. They get to take out the Hellcurt. That's going to be a kill there in favor of Execration. Geek Fam PH immediately sensing the danger and just split. Everyone bounce, and that's how you want to play this safely. If they fully committed there, this might be Execration's game, but Execration still going in for the ultimate chase here because Geek Fam PH have just been run back. Chaknu with a Tyrant's Revenge. Will that be one of those Tyrant Revenges that changes the game? They get a kill there on Curtisi. No more core hero for Geek Fam, but they get a kill there on Itumax, Chaknu, Benny Cutie, and the rest of Execration now. Once again flipping the tables, flipping the advantage, and it is now favoring their team. Why not? We'll try to space them out and try everything they can do, but there we go in the middle lane. Here comes the big wave of the rest of Execration. Are going to try to finish it out. Here comes Geek Fam for the defense. Who's going to win this out? All the ultimates have been dropped. Campus of plates have been dropped. But here comes Dark Knight Falls, and that's going to force Execration back for just a moment. They're going to be turning tail. They're going to be running. Geek Fam will try to turn this around. That's a beautiful toss on Zapnu. They get the ejector, but it's just taking so much damage. It's going to be a shutdown. Killing spree for the lane. If Why Not gets taken out, that's going to hurt them a lot. But Geek Fam still somehow surviving this. Yes, they're turret gets taken out. Yes, they have more members taken out here, but Execration maybe a little bit too cautious or just respecting the defense capability of Geek Fam, not going for the end game, still focusing on the turret, and they said, you know what, let's reset, let's take control of the wave, the Lord is gonna be here, let's see if we can take the Lord there, or maybe even win the fight and end the fight there.
Oh, absolutely. Execution is happy with that trade. Yes, they are very respectful of Geek Fan Page, but that is the right decision. I mean, imagine playing for 20 minutes and just losing it because of one bad decision. Execration, with the veteran team that they are, with the veteran players that they have in here, they're saying, okay, let's take this slowly. No need to overact. We are now in the advantage. We took out 2 inhibitors, but Exorto says something. There's the silence. There's the ultimate as well. Now, it's going to be the Tempest of Blades, but they figure in. Exort caught. Exort down. No, Hate is going to be chased down, but he does have the immortality and the walls to his advantage. Gets away. There's Wynut with a close range wild charge just to stop E2max from going in, but the Falling Star Moon onto 2. Blazing the Wind gonna be used, but there's the snag from E2max, and they take out the Claude. Courtesy down. Wynut should be next onto the bottom side, though. Hate gonna be bursted down by CKT and May, but he does have the immortality. Guardian's Barrier to block off the minions, diving into their own base. But this is really, really bad for Geek Fan PH. Execration might be taking this one. They're doing the damage. The defense from Geek Fan PH. The shutdown onto the link. Natalia takes it. The minion control from Geek Fan PH is so good. CKTD falling low, able to back out. Now the minions, round number 2. Should this be the end? Execration.